and you know how the techniques will work. So you will know if it's working for you or not. Right? How are you feeling? Any improvement? Okay. So we start on our road then. Okay. Without me interrupting now, we start again. Start again. Okay, when you are ready. So good learning. Good. Half of our body in front of more than. So what happened? Not doing good at Farage? No, techniques always go on the outside. On the outside. Wax off, wax on. So they always go away from the spine. Your front leg, get closer, keep your back up, and then put it's like this, and then press. You want it forward like that. So you want it flexible enough that you can move, right? Right, but you can bend your front knee as well. It's like dancing, you're not staying in one place. But no, you're moving, but your hands are not moving. Watch it, let me correct you. Give me some oil. You have the oil. Slow, see? Full extension. When you're moving with it, if you go all the way up, you come back. Right? You're moving in it, you go all the way up, then you're coming back. Right? She's so big that she's moving the bed. I'm playing with you. You edit that, right, Johnny? See your back leg, right? You want to like sit on the bed itself, but you're short, so you have to stretch, lengthen your front leg, right? So when you come in, you want this motion, right? So that's what you want when you're moving. You're gonna have to lower your bed next time, okay? Can we take off this? Oh, we can't. That's too much thing here. The oil bowl. how you can work. Right? Let me be comfortable. Watch it. Oh, you can pay for it, it's free. Okay? I want to pull up the side. Right? Down, up the side. Right? Because you're too far forward. Go back. Right? So then you're reaching over. Remember, this is not. This is more this way. So the hook, like you're hooking in, right? So right, hooking. Control it. Right? Feel, touch. This is where touch coming in. You're feeling it. I can feel it through your hand, so you should feel it. Right. So what you want to do is try to break it down. So you want right. Okay. This is what you're doing, right? Because it's such a so much muscle group you're working, you have to define how far up you're gonna go. If you're gonna work on the right, that's the muscle here. So this is your muscle that you're working on. But if you're getting into here, this is gonna right. That's for more flat movement. Right. So if you're gonna work up here now, then you can decide whatever techniques you want to use for that. Remember, I'm not here to teach techniques, I'm just correcting. So when I see, I'm going to try to correct what you're doing, okay? If you're doing that, you always go away from the spine. Right. Remember, watch your spine, right? So don't. So your motion, right? You're moving the tissue under the skin, not skin tissue. So you want that. So you see, if you're going fast, you see the difference? So, right. So keep enough pressure, that right. If anytime you start releasing pressure, your hand can be doing this. You don't want this. This is a different technique. It's really stimulation of the skin. You want muscles, so you want this. That's what you want. Enough pressure, but not right. Right. That's what you want. Right. That's to the spine. Well, according to how you look at it. Remember, tell him, here you go. You move with we talk about body mechanics, and you move, so you have to dance with your technique. So stay square in your technique. Stay square in your technique. So when you're working, always remember, stay square. I'm watching you. Joyce, you move a little. What could you call you, Joyce? Linda, you keep crossing the spine, and I'm bothered about that. When you're doing that, it's best to practice on the reverse side, and you can pick up better. Right? And you want to pick up on this side. Right? If you cross on the spine, it's an open hand where you can feel it. Okay? So try not to. Right? So. Pick it up more. When you're doing that, it's best to practice on the reverse side. And you can pick up better. Right? And you want to pick up.
Yes.
So it's better to practice on that side, so you can pick up a whole lot more that way. Alright, that feels better. Remember your stance, I'm still watching that body mechanic. Remember I said it's not this, it's this. It's here. Not down. Okay? So don't flat tongue. And feel for it. This is where touch becomes important. I still want you to feel for the technique. I still want you to feel the technique when you're doing it. So feel what you're working on. Are you touching? What are the muscles group that you're working on? Why are you doing the techniques? Or are we still doing techniques? Or we are practicing therapy here? So we need to go back. We have to unplug and start thinking therapy. So touch will tell you what you're working on. What are you feeling under the skin? What muscle type you're feeling? What muscle group you're feeling? There's tight muscles, there's not. You pick up more. You're doing an efforage. All you're doing is a big efforage. I want you to pick up. This is kneading. So I want you to pick it up. That twisting it, I'm picking it up. Right. That's what I want you to do. Right? Pick it up. Pick it up. Which one feels better?
This is a little on bone.
Okay? Mine is hurting because you have tight shoulders, okay? And you're a massage therapist, huh? Okay. Sorry, Johnny, boy. You have to be moving.
No problem.
Let me see you down while you're doing it again. You're using your. Okay. If you're gonna work on the wrist, you're gonna want to use this. Use it flat. Okay? You use this now. But be comfortable in doing it. Comfortable. So you have to get low down to be comfortable in doing it.
Okay.
All of that is feel comfortable in your technique. Okay? If you're gonna do it. No, that's too much pressure. Not on the ribs, not over the ribs. Okay. So drop and support. Always use a support hand on the body. This is for comfort and it's also for balance as well. Bend your knee, get down. Right. Remember, you're strong, control it. Okay. Too much. You still want control, and when you move in it, feel you need oil. And with these techniques, you need oil because you want it to move, you don't want it to stick. Right? So you move in it. See the control? So you're totally in control. Totally in control. And you can see how free the body feels. That's what you want. It's a spine. I don't want you to close to it. Alright. Interesting techniques. Stretching it. No, you don't hurt it. I want you to soothe it. Yeah,
Right.
right. You don't hurt it, must soothe it. Always remember, when you hurt, you have to see.
Yes, sir.
When your FRI is not, I want it to flow.
Oh, okay.
FRI.
And we kind of pick up
Yeah.
and.
Every time you hurt a muscle, you must
Soothe
soothe it. Okay?
Okay.
You don't just want to leave it like that. I didn't get the name There's a deficiency within the name tags I need to put on next time. And I will still get the name tag mixed up. 1 second. I'm just looking at Linda here. Linda, you need to be more behind your technique. You're too square on. Right? Or you're reaching. Stands too short. You're standing up and you spread the legs. Right? Right. Right. Relax your hand. Too much tension in your hand. Put your hand in my hand. Let me put my hand in your hand. Let me put my hand in your hand. Feel it different? Put your hand in my hand. I want your whole hand in my hand. Your tentacle. Flip over again. I'll show you. Flip over. My hand sits in your hand. I want your hand sits into my hand. Release the tension. No tension whatsoever. No tension. No tension. Release the tension. Again. Release the tension. No tension. Tension. Too much tension. Too much tension in your hand. This is your hand. I want free hand. So you're applying too much. Your hand is stiff when you're doing it. So it's like you can see it off the body. You want a soft hand. You want a strong hand but soft hand. Okay? Try to work. Strong hand but soft hand. See, Tom. I'll try to be nice.
See, I was.
Almost on this.
Yeah. This way. So basically stretching, but also you're stripping all of them. And then when you get here, you're lifting it, facing on you, and you're just allowing it to flow. Right? So you're going up, and then you're just allowing it. You're just allowing it. Right? So just allow it. No, you're not. You see, you're not guiding it. You're just leaving it, and it naturally will go wherever the muscles were pointed. So you're not pushing it. So then you get here and you pull it up. You just only allow it, and it will just fall.
There's always the hand away from.
Well, you can do it with the other hand if you can, because they can do it with this hand if they want to as well. It's the same concept. It's just that when you get outside of the shoulder blade, you just letting it go, and it will just naturally fall. Okay. So it's just
I'm not going to put you chin up.
okay.
Oh, I was working on it started the one that he was doing like this. He was going down like that. So I was going a little slower than you.
You're using the tongue.
I find it hurts easier.
Well, that's you have to work on that. So you want not the tip of the fingers. You want the tongue. You understand you're using tip of the fingers when you're doing shiatsu technique. Every other technique is using the tongue. The ball of the tongue. That's what you're using. And really, is congestion in the shoulder blade. When you feel congestion in the shoulder blade, then this is a good way of working it out.
So this is for more trapezius muscles?
Yes, most trapezius. And right, but you can use it. It's a technique. The thing about massage therapy, basically every technique used on the body used everywhere else. It's just the application. The application is different. So as long as you can do a good back massage, then that's fine. That's circulation. then you can do a full body massage. Okay, so that's why we are working on the back today. Right now we might go off to the legs if you have enough time, but we'll see how that works out.
So the one back here, you want crossing a bit.
Here in the top, I didn't cross here. I try not to cross the spine. It's like a circle of action I'm working on, and it's just going. It's really like the same thumb roll. Yeah, yes. I can feel it. It's still going like pain. But basically the same thing. Right, basically the same thing. So it's just different application. So all of your basic techniques is the same. Your efferage group, your petrissage group, all of those are the same. It's just different application. So you just use them. It's something I always want to say, and I tell everyone that. To me, as a therapist, there are basically two techniques. There's breaking down and flushing. When you're doing therapy, and you're finding when you're doing therapy, it's breaking down and flushing. So basically, you find tension in the body, you want to break it down, you want to flush it. Whatever technique, whatever tool in your toolbox you need to break it down with, you break it down, then you flush it. Okay? So whatever you're doing, you're breaking down, then you're flushing. Okay? So if you understand that, then techniques become secondary. It's what you're going to use to break it down with. It's really experimenting on the tools in your toolbox. We are making sense?
Yeah.
The flushing is really
So what is the, like, in terms of massaging the neck, the back of the neck?
well, there are several techniques you can use with the back of the neck. The most popular one is what you're doing, kneading. But also you can use the fingers. That's why the understanding of muscles become important, because you have to know how deep you can go. Because the major artery just underneath the what do you call that muscles that sits under that sternal, right, sternal cline muscle. The major artery sits under that. Get more than his registration fees worth. I'm watching you all. you need to do more rotation. I want a bigger circle in your circular action. You see the muscles moving?
Yeah.
Right? You see how I'm moving them? So basically what I'm doing is manipulating the muscle. That's what massage is all about. Therapy is helping to manipulate the muscles to force them to relax. So the whole idea is to get into the muscles. You want enough pressure that you allow the muscles to relax, but more pressure to really break down whatever tightness or built up that you will find within the muscle itself. And you are moving with your technique. You're basically dancing with your technique. Right?
And that part that I was trying to do is really
Right. So feel comfortable. So basically, yeah.